Let's go now to a raging debate out there over the use of Twitter during a tragedy after a mother sends a tweet about her son's death. Now, here's what happened. Prominent mommy blogger Shelley Ross sent this tweet on Monday at 5:22 p.m. Fog is rolling in thick, scared the birds back in the coop. 1 minute later, her son called 911 to report that his 2-year-old brother was floating unconscious in the pool. 34 minutes later, 6:12 p.m., Ross tweeted this: "Please pray like never before. My 2-year-old fell in the pool." Now, tragically, her son was pronounced dead. And then 5 hours later, at 11:08 p.m., Ross sent this tweet: "Remembering my $1 million baby." The posts have prompted both sympathy and anger. Ross says no one has a right to question why she tweeted. She responded to her critics with this post: "People who are attacking me are just trying to drive attention to their blogs." Let's bring in our panel to weigh in on this. Joining me live is Colleen Padilla, founder of ClassyMom.com, Madison McGraw, a former paramedic and writer, and Lisa Neal Gualtieri with the Tufts University School of Medicine. Ladies, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Madison, I'm going to begin with you. You were upset by Ross's tweets about her son's death. What upset you?
At first, it wasn't so much about his death, but when I went back and I read her timeline, she had 5 tweets from 5:17 p.m. to 5:22 p.m. And as you said, the 911 call came at 5:23. She also uploaded 3 pictures of her chicken coop that time. And during the day, these are her tweets during the day. It totals 74 tweets from 8 o'clock until the time of his death. So it seems to me that maybe this 2-year-old would still be alive if the mom had spent more time in real time with her son than online with her mommy bloggers.
And I'm certain there are a lot of people who agree with you, certainly, with that, Madison. Now, Colleen, you're also a mom blogger. You've come to the defense of Ross's tweeting during a tragedy. Why?
Well, absolutely. First of all, I think, number one, all Shelley deserves and the Ross family is all of our sympathy. This is a terrible, heartbreaking tragedy. I'm going to time right before the Christmas holidays. But for today's digital mom, the internet is where we seek answers, advice, collaboration, and friendships. This was Shelley's real-life community that she reached out to in a time of support.
To Madison's point, though, to the exclusion, you're talking about this digital online relationship with fellow moms, to the exclusion of actually doing the mommy work?
Well, absolutely not. I mean, you can tweet whenever you want to, connect with your friends. I wasn't there. None of us know what happened, the day of this accident.
Okay. Colleen, you say that you would also consider reaching out to your online community in a time of need. How come?
Absolutely. I mean, I've made amazing friendships with the online community, to connect, seek advice, whether your child is sick, even after you've called the doctor, to ask other parents what they've done. Motherhood can be very isolating. And, there's a wealth of people out there that are instant friends. And today, Facebook, Twitter, this is how the modern mom connects with other people.
But Colleen, I just got to ask, I've got my BlackBerry right here, and I tweet on occasion. I mean, I spend a lot of time. I've got 2 kids. This is what it takes to tweet. You got to really focus and do this thing. I mean, do you do this in the middle of a crisis with your child, or are you right on it with your child? I mean, obviously, I'm coming in a little bit biased.
Well, I think she didn't do that. Right. My understanding is that she did not tweet right on in the crisis. She was tweeting, while she was waiting for prayers and support.
Okay, Lisa.
This is like a half hour later, is my understanding.
Okay, Lisa, I want to bring this in because you are an expert in social media and public health, and you say it is hard to understand under the circumstances how somebody could sit at their computer or phone or BlackBerry, whatever, and type during such a devastating situation. What's your take?
I think that the social and cultural norms for how we use social media are evolving, and this is something that it's breaking new ground. There have been a lot of uses of the internet for grief and grieving that go far beyond the obituaries that everybody are used to. And so, yes, people have trouble understanding exactly what we were doing, but the boundaries are changing, and how personal you are online and what the consequences are is something that we don't yet know.
And Madison, I'm curious because since criticizing Shelley Ross's tweets, you've been getting some pretty horrific statements come your way. In addition, you've got something from Shelley herself sending you a tweet Tuesday asking where your heart is. What's your response to that?
I don't understand why the focus is now on me, because really I think we need to go back and we need to focus and think that a 2-year-old could still be alive. And Colleen had mentioned that, you know, this is a tragedy, but a tragedy to me is when a parent is backing down his driveway and doesn't see his child and dies. You know, reckless endangerment is when you're backing down your driveway and you're tweeting and you don't see your child and you kill him.
Yeah.
You know, and all these people are coming out in support of her, which is fine, but I can't understand why she continues to Twitter. She was Twittering while her child drowned, and if I would not be on Twitter, I would throw my iPhone and my laptop out the window. I would be devastated.
All right, well, ladies, I want to thank you for the discussion, lively as it may be. Colleen Padilla, Madison McGraw, Lisa Neal Gualtieri, thanks so much.